Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Josh Coates, founder of Legacy Leadership, also a member of the John Maxwell team. And I wanted to take a minute and just share something with you that's been really helping my one-on-one clients. It came up in one of our sessions, and people have it's helped people so much, I decided to go ahead and put it in my training group that I run called The Art of Leading, and I thought I would pass it on to you guys. So there's so many personality tests out there, types out there, and I feel like a lot of them are really hard to kind of remember. And so it's so important to understand people's personality types, because as leaders, we need to understand first what our personality type is, so that we know our own strengths and our own weaknesses, but we also need to understand the person that we're communicating with and what their personality type is. So I thought I would share with you real quick the most simple personality test I've ever found, and it's super, super easy to remember because it's based on animals. So the first type is a rhino. Now, a rhino is just full force ahead, very goal-oriented, very numbers-driven, very competitive, kind of like basically hop on board with me or get out of my way. Because either way, I'm going to push forward and I'm going to accomplish this goal. And so that's a rhino. Some of you are rhinos. Some of you work with rhinos. The strengths to a weakness, or the strengths to a rhino, is, like I said, they're full force ahead. You don't have to check in with them every single day. You don't ever have to worry about whether or not they're going to do what they should be doing, because they're going to be doing it. The weaknesses of a rhino is that they're not very good with communicating. They're not very good at helping others stay accountable, because they're so focused on their goal that sometimes they forget about others. They're not very good connectors usually. They're very simple, to the point, matter of the fact, just give it to me and let's go. So if you are a rhino, you need to be very careful to make sure that you slow down, communicate with other people, listen to other people, and hear them out, and make sure you're not running off without them. As the great saying goes, if you think you're a leader and you turn around and no one's following you, you're really just taking a walk. The next personality type is going to be a peacock. Now, a peacock is very just party all the time. All the time, we're just having a good time. We're having a blast. We don't need goals. We don't need a game plan. All we need is fun. Kind of like a do now, plan later kind of person. Now, the cool thing about a peacock is they're so used to being outside of their comfort zone that it's very easy to get a peacock to do some things that other people wouldn't normally do. They're just used to it. They're used to the attention. They're used to having a good time, making people laugh. They're not really afraid to try new things. The bad thing about a peacock is they've got no game plan, they've got no system, and so sometimes, most of the times, they're not focused on the right things. They're just doing things to stay busy and to get attention and to have fun. If you're communicating with a peacock, make sure and recognize and reward them for the things that they do right, because they will always do the things that you reward them for. If you are a peacock, be very careful to make sure you slow down, chill out, come up with a plan, come up with a process. Make sure if you're going to be running all around the place that you're focusing on the right things. The next animal type is a golden retriever. A golden retriever is very faithful, very loyal, in for the long run, very driven by community and purpose. Now, the strengths to a golden retriever is you don't ever have to worry about them disappearing on you. They're not just going to run off. You're not going to get a text message one day that says, I'm peacing out, I'm done, I don't want any more of this. Golden retrievers will be faithful and loyal. The weaknesses to a golden retriever is because they don't necessarily like to be the center of attention. They like to be a part of a community where someone else gets the attention, someone else gets the credit. Weaknesses to a golden retriever is getting them out of their comfort zone to try new things, because at the end of the day, a golden retriever really wants to be a part of what someone else is doing, and sometimes it's hard to get them to stretch and get out of their comfort zone and do the things that they should be doing. So if you're communicating with a golden retriever, make sure that you always make it about the community. Don't try to talk numbers with a golden retriever. A golden retriever is not interested in smashing goals. They want to be a part of something purposeful involving other people. Always, always, always with a golden retriever, invite them to be a part of your journey. Don't try to send them off on their own journey. If you're a golden retriever, something you need to be careful of is to make sure that you're aware of the fact that you don't usually naturally step out and make plans and do things. And golden retrievers naturally are looking for others. So if you're a golden retriever, make sure that you're actually coming up with game plans and numbers for other people that are driven by numbers, and make sure that you surround yourself with some rhinos and peacocks that will keep moving you forward and getting out of your comfort zone. The last type is an owl. An owl is the exact opposite to a peacock. They're not on the go all the time. In fact, they like to stop. They like to do the research. They like to study things. They like to know every single fact that there is to know before they do anything, which means they usually really, really understand the process. So that's the strength of an owl is they're great at organizing things. If you need somebody to put together a spreadsheet, this is the perfect person. If you need somebody to get people lined up in order and in place, the right time, get you an owl. But here's the problem with owls is because they're so into research, a lot of times everything is up here, but they have trouble acting on it because to them everything's about numbers and organizations and flowcharts and spreadsheets. They're not always good at actually acting on all the stuff they know. So what you need to do if you are an owl is remember that you can plan all day and night, but if you don't get out and actually do something, you're not going to accomplish anything. If you're communicating with an owl, always remember to point out the logic to an owl. Don't try to get them emotionally worked up because that doesn't work for them. You're not going to get them emotionally worked up. Talk to them in numbers and figures and show them why it's a logical thing for them to move forward. So I hope these animal types helped you as much as they've helped me and some of the people that I work with. This is the kind of things that I teach in my group called The Art of Leading. Just basic, very easy, simple ways to help you to be a leader, to communicate, to motivate, to mentor, and to multiply. If you'd like more information on my training groups, you can check that out at joshuacoates.com. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.